My friend, Mr. Walt, over to you.
All right, hey everyone, I'm Walt. I'm Johan's business partner here at AXUp, and yeah, we are going to show you guys how the story that Johan just told has happened. How we've worked with over 2,500 high-level agencies in lots and lots of different stories so far, and yeah, walk through what we're doing over here at AXUp and how it's helping business owners. So, can I just get a little bit of feedback from you guys? Can you type in the chat for me some of the clients that you work with? What kinds of businesses are they in? What kind of things do they do? Do you work with real estate companies? Do you work with business coaches? Do you work with just agencies who are doing marketing? What kind of clients do you work with at the moment? Who are your major people there? So let's have a look. So Jan says wellness practitioners, HR, property investment company. Nat says clinics. Cool, awesome. Freight companies, construction industries, medical clinics, finance, wealth coaches, law firms. All right, great, amazing. So can I ask you guys, can you do another little thing in the chat box for me? Give me a one in the chat box if your clients have too much business, and give me a two in the chat box if your clients want more business. So one if they've got enough, they never want to grow, they're happy, or give me a two if they want more clients and they're always looking for more business. They're doing social media, they're doing advertising, they're doing everything, they want more. So let me see if we've got a breakdown here. All right. Who can guess, if you guys can't see the chat, if you're watching this on a live stream or you're watching this on a recording, 100% of the people that have just dropped the number in have given me a two. 100% of the businesses that we just listed off want more clients. I've been developing software for the last 20 years. I can't believe that. And in the days today of AI, that development is changing so quickly. About 5 years ago, Johan and I started working together, and we chose one specific area of business to really focus on. And that one area was what you all just answered towards. That one area that we chose to focus on is finding more customers for businesses. Okay? So what we're going to teach you tonight, with thanks to CC and the crew, what we're going to teach you guys tonight is how you can take our 20 years of work and you can help your clients get more business. Okay? So we're going to show you how you can help your clients get more business. All right? Now, if anybody wants to leave right now, you're more than welcome. All right? But I think that everybody that we show this to is going to say, this is amazing. All right? So am I in the right place? Are you guys with me? Give me thumbs up, give me ones, or let me know that I'm about to show you something really amazing that can help the companies that you work with and everybody that you walk through. All right, cool. Wow, look at all those thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Man, I love this crew. I'm going to take you guys with me as my traveling webinar crew. You can just come along and we can do webinars for everyone together. So this is cool. All right. So I'll do the screen share thing as well. I don't have any fancy PowerPoints, as Johan said, but I do want to introduce you to this program that we call AXUp. All right. Now, AXUp, what is it? You can see it on my hat. You can see it on the top left-hand corner of the screen. AI multiplied up. AXUp. AIXUp. We say AI powered up humans. All right. If you want to be an AI powered up human, just type the word AI in the chat box for me. And let's see who wants to be an AI powered up human. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. So we decided to focus on generating more business for all of the companies that you just listed out. And Johan gave an example there. And this is the program that we created. It's called AXUp. And it's designed to work in just a few steps with AI at the core to find new opportunities for the businesses you work for you, for entrepreneurs around the world, and to help them expand their business. Okay? Which is why when we go to the high-level summits in Dallas, everybody comes up and hugs us because they love what we do. All right? I think Johan knows the story. I broke 2 pairs of glasses at Dallas because I have them around my neck, and people come up and hug me, and the next thing I know, I'm like, Johan, I broke another pair of glasses. Like, everybody's just hugging us. True story. So we show businesses how to expand using AI, and we want to start this process right now. So Johan gave the story just a few moments ago, and he said, we found CEOs who lived in a really expensive area, and then we found who were interested in property investing, right? CEOs in an expensive area of where they live who are interested in property investing. And then we took that list and we introduced it to real estate agents, and we kind of did this cross-match thing. Okay, and that's how the client made that incredible sum of money. Let's show how that works in under 2 minutes. Okay, so start your watch. Let's show how that works in under 2 minutes. Number one, we want those high wealthy CEOs in that expensive part of town who are interested in property investing. So I go property investing, all right, or property investor, and I'm just going to choose a city. I said Dallas before, so I'll just go Dallas just for fun. All right, so Dallas, Texas, and we said they have to be a CEO. So I need to go to my filters and I need to look for CEO. All right, I'm up to about 30 seconds for those of you who are keeping up. And if I want to make sure that they're highly paid CEOs, because anybody can call themselves a CEO, I might choose companies that are doing big numbers, 100 million and above, big companies, because we can assume that the CEO is getting paid well, right? So now we say, okay, I'm looking for property investment thinking CEOs who live in Dallas. Go. All right, I think I'm about 50 seconds. Right now, we can start to put that list together of that first group of people, right? Here we go. Ed, who's into property, is a CEO living in Dallas. And now we can just keep on adding more and more and more and more of these to the list. Cool. List
There's
number one.
247 of them.
In just that location that we look for. So there's list number one. Now, straight away, I noticed that somebody here said that they work with a property investor, right? Straight away, how much is that list worth to that client? Just that list of names. Like that's worth money, just what I've got on the screen right there, right? That's list number one. List number two, we used a different type of search and we said, now find me realtors or real estate agents. So find me a realtor in the same city, okay? Here we go. So we go Dallas and I'll put them onto a list and we say, okay, go and find me realtors. And there's my 2 minutes, okay? I'm done. Because now we've got realtors who live in that same city and we start to do this cross match using high level. So this system plugs straight into high level, by the way, guys, okay? Straight in, like one click, integrated, done. So now I can send a message out to the CEOs and I can say, hey, Mr. CEO, are you interested in some property buying in Dallas? Do you want the beach house, the city house, the whatever? How many people want that investment? Just say yes and we'll send you the details. So we had that number, the 400 came back and said, yeah, sure, send me the details. Now I've got all of these realtors and I've got their email addresses, and let me just blur the privacy thing there so we don't show off, real email addresses or whatever. But we've got email addresses, we've got the social media, we've got employee counts of the realtors. So that scenario, number one, is one of thousands of scenarios that we've run over the last 5 years, okay? And that one is the most complicated one because it needed 2 steps. I needed the investors and the realtors, and I did this cross match. But here's how it simplifies. And I want you guys, when you hear this, I want you to type the word simple. Don't type it yet, but I just want you to type it when you get it. All right. So we make this easier because most businesses only need 1 step. All right. So I'm going to give you the example. So if you're a business coach, or your client's a business coach, and they coach people on marketing, what kinds of businesses do they need? Simple. They need business owners who need more marketing, all right? When you get it, when you see that it's literally just 1 step for most companies, just type the word simple, right? If I go down the road here and I speak to a local accountant and I say, Mr. Accountant, who do you want as your customers? And my accountant says to me, I look for law firms. Okay, cool. In about 3 seconds, I can find all the law firms around you and I can find everybody that works there and their email address and their details, and I can email them for you 20 times a day with the highly targeted prospect. My fee is $1,000 a month or whatever it might be. Do you want to work together? Okay. What we have done, Johan and I and our team, our incredible team of people, what we have done is we've specialized in answering that one biggest question that keeps business owners up at night. And here's the one question. Okay, here's the one question. Where is my next customer coming from? Okay? That's the number one question that keeps business owners up at night. That's the question that has a business owner pacing their bedroom at 2 o'clock in the morning, wondering how they're going to make payroll next week or how they're going to pay the bills. They are always asking themselves, where is my next customer coming from? And we see things like customers will do, Johan and I did a seminar a little while ago. Let me talk face to face just for a second. We did a seminar a little while ago and we had, I think it was about 200 business owners in the room. And we said, okay, how many of you are advertising on Facebook? And 2 people put up their hand. And Johan and I would go, okay, how many of you are advertising on YouTube and Instagram? And none. Wait. How many of you are dropping leaflets and flyers into homes around your area? Another 2 people put up their hand. So what the heck are the rest of you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing this? How are you getting their business? Do you know what they said? 98% of the room said we get our customers from word of mouth, from referrals. And we went, you know what, that's amazing, that's great. That warms my heart, That really warms my heart. That's so good that your business is good enough that other people will recommend it. But here's the truth. What if they don't? Because, you guys have done it before, right? Just, again, I want you guys to be interactive with me. So I'm going to keep asking you questions. I hope you don't mind. Have you ever gone to a movie that you really loved and told someone about it? Have you ever, like, I want you to type the word movie if you've ever done that. Have you ever watched a movie and then loved it so much that you told someone, oh, you got to see this movie, it's amazing. Have you ever done that? Just type the word movie if you've done that. All right, let's jump in. Let's see it. We've got movie. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so now I want you to swap the word movie for the word business. Have you ever done business with somebody and you loved what they did so much that you told somebody else about it, right? That's called word of mouth. It's like, let's think my neighbor just had their lawns done outside. I had the lawnmowers going all day, and she loves her lawnmower guy, and she's told me about her lawnmower guy multiple times. And if I ever need a lawnmower guy, I'm calling that guy, right? But here's the problem. She told me about the lawnmower guy. Now, I can only hear that once. So, like, no matter how many times she tells me, it's like, yeah, I get it, all right? The lawnmower guy. If you watched a movie and you loved it, if every time you saw your friend, you say, hey, you got to see this movie, and now you got to see that movie, and now you got to see the next, like, they're like, dude, it's enough. Word of mouth referrals are amazing, but they're so hard to depend upon. You can't grow your business by word of mouth alone. You can't call up your best customer and say, thank you so much for sending that client last week. Have you got any more? Because I need another one. Like I need to make payroll next week. You can't do it, right? So we need a dependable way of connecting with an ideal client. Now, again, guys, I'm asking you tons of questions because this will help me get into this demo, right? Thank you so much for everybody that put in the kinds of industries that your clients are working with. And again, I'm just going to read a few. Wellness practitioners, property investment, clinics, freight companies, construction, medical, finance, wealth coaches, law firms, tons. Thank you so much for putting those in there, all right? So I want to now show you how you can take that answer that you gave me and help those businesses massively. Because just give me a yes or no. Do the companies you work for know what kind of clients they need? If I went to a law firm and I asked the boss, who's your client? Would they be able to tell me? Give me a 1 if the clients you work with could tell you who their customers are, and give me a 2 if they have no idea. I don't know who my customers are. We just kind of get lucky sometimes and people pay us money. Great. Give me a 1 if they know who the customers are, and give me a 2 if they don't know. Let's see what we got here. 100% 1, right? And that says some of them do, right? Some 1, some 2. Oh, okay, cool. Fair call. All right. Interesting. I guess if you're working in a salon, the next customer is just lucky. Maybe they walk past, but you can fine tune it down. Even then you can say women who have their nails done, who live in this area, etc. Okay. So let's go with that. Most businesses know who their customers are or who they want them to be. So then we just use that magic little software that we just showed you a few moments ago, and we say, cool, here's my cup of tea right now. Hold on to it while I just type this in over here, and let me see if I can find some more of those for you. So let's do some of these as examples. So Johan, I know we've got a ton of examples, but I might use some of the examples that we had in that list of wellness and health and wealth creation and that kind of stuff, because that'll make it more different, right? So guys, there's 6 different ways that we can find clients for you and for the clients that you work with. And again, we're going to give you a free copy of this, and our goal here is that you know how to use this program, right? When you know how to use this, you become a massively valuable resource to your client. Because you can take a little video that we'll send to CC and you guys can all use it. We'll send a little video that you can take to the clients that you work with, and you can say, hey, I saw this great program that could help us grow. Can I send you the video? It's 5 minutes. You can send them the video, and then you look like a hero. And if you know how to drive this, they're going to be depending on you. Okay, so that's my goal here. I want you guys to know how to drive this so that you can help the clients that you work with. So some of those examples, right? We're going to jump back in. So we kind of did real estate already, but I'll dive in with a few others here. So Jen has a client that's in the construction industry. Okay, that's who her client is. Nats works with freight companies. Okay, what have we got? Kenley's working with clinics. Awesome. Okay, so I've actually done a few of these. Let me tell you about a freight company story. So we had a client who here in Australia actually, and they worked with freight companies. The product that they sold, really a bit complex, was a weigh bridge system. Like it does the weight of the truck as it comes into a warehouse. So it measures how heavy the truck is on the way in, and then they load all the stuff onto it, okay? And then they measure the truck on the way out, and they know how much they've loaded onto the truck so that they can write an invoice, okay? Fair enough, makes sense. We charge by weight of whatever it is that they sell. Now, every single time they get a new client that installs this weigh bridge system for their trucks into the warehouse, every client is $500,000 sale, right? All the digital stuff that goes in and blah, blah, blah. It's a $500,000 sale. So if I could help find you a couple of those sales, would I be your best friend? Would you buy me a Box of chocolates? Yeah, probably would. All right. So how would we do that? For the freight companies, for Nats, who were saying for freight companies. So this particular business needed to find warehousing and distribution clients. That's who they're looking for, right? So we come in here and we say, do you know what? Okay, I'm looking for warehouse and distribution clients, okay? And I'm looking in Manila, okay? So I'm looking in Manila, warehouse distribution. Okay, and I'll pop them on a little research list here and we'll hit go. And if you're selling $500,000 freight equipment and you're looking for warehouse and distribution companies in any city in the world, I just found a few for you, right? Now, cool, we got a few. If each one of these is worth $500,000, let me just add that up on the screen. It's not bad. My maths are not that good, but it's not bad. But here's where we get cool. Because AI does a much better job than humans, right? So now look, watch what happens when we say, do you know what? This is a really great example of the client I'm looking for. Find me companies just like that. And I click the button and I can find similar companies in any other country in the world. So I'm over here in Australia. Let me go in Sydney, Australia. Find me companies just like that one over in a different place. Because AI now knows what we're looking for and can just go and research those guys for us in a heartbeat. Okay, so AI can now look through there we go. So it's found logistics. Has it done a good job for me? You tell me, yes or no. Has AI done a good job of finding companies just like the ones I started with? They're all logistics companies, they're all freight and warehousing. It's done a great job. Thank you, I like that. I'll just add them to my list as well. Now, what have you just done for your client? Now, let me ask you that again. What have you just done for your client? You found the next 20 opportunities for them in a high value sale. Okay? When people are talking about working with their remote team, they want all of us to provide value to the business. Did we just do that? Did we just say, whoa? All right. So now we've got some really cool examples here of freights and logistics companies all around the world. I've got things like show me their employee counts. All right. I've got the email addresses and the name and the position of everybody that works there. So not only can I find who the company is, but I can tell you that Maurice is the managing director and Paul, his partner, looks like somebody who works in HR. All right. I've got the CFO over here. I've got their email address. That's all blanked out from privacy, but I'll keep that turned off for now. All right. How cool.
Hey,
so yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you show us how do we add that into GHL? How do we actually get that conversation happening?
Great question. Great question. So, do you know what we can do? So before we start that though, to do that is easy. We say, okay, QBE Logistics. This guy is Mark Ratton, the Chief Financial Officer. All right, and I can literally just send that over to my CRM. I haven't got my CRM connected on this one. Let me show you on another list. Here we go. Any record that you've got, we literally go, that company, that record looks good, send it to my GHL, right? So we say, this guy is Eric Martin, who works at Realty One, and we're going to send that over to my connected CRM company, just like that. Done. And over in my CRM company, straight over in high level, you guys will recognize the dashboard, I'm sure. Over in high level, we bring that in when high level refreshes quickly for me. Eric Martin from Realty One is in my system now. So when I say it plugs into high level, it's instant. I want to talk to that guy. No problem, boss. Click. Email just been sent to him. Yay. All right, now guys, I want to ask you guys something. How many of you here have built AI agents inside of high level? Type the word AI again. Type AI if you've built AI agents, or type not yet if you haven't done that yet. Just give me a kind of an understanding. Give me an understanding of AI. Let's see. Not yet, not yet, not yet. AI, not yet. Bit of a mix. Some yes, some no. Okay, cool. Here's what's really amazing about the AI over in high level. We just sent that guy an email. Do you remember, like, boss, do you want me to contact him? Yep, sure, click, done. Over in the automations in high level, there's a beautiful email that's been written. It's just been sent out. Now, when that guy replies, the AI takes over and has a conversation. What? Yeah. But where's, like, as a human? No human. It sends an email. When the guy responds, the AI takes over and says, hey, Mark, thanks for responding. Just want to tell you about our weighbridge equipment that weighs the trucks. Can I send you a video on it, right? AI does the whole communication thing. Now, check out what we did. We said, who are you looking for? Pop them into high level and send them an email. What if we could make that even smarter? Do you guys, who here gets too many emails already? Who here already gets too many emails? Like, oh my God, I've got my spam box is full. Like, just get rid of all of these emails. Me, says Nats. Me, all right? Yeah, we all get too many emails. Emails are hard. But here are the emails that I do look at. The ones that talk to me personally. Hey, Walt, I saw your podcast episode. Loved how you spoke to whatever. Oh, really cool. Hey, Walt, congratulations on AIXUp, the award that you guys got in Dallas. Hey, amazing. If you tell me something personal about me, you get my most valuable commodity, which is my attention. All right? I want to say this face to face. So let me make the screen small and me big. I want you guys to picture yourselves in a busy, noisy room. It's the event that CC puts on, all right? There's 1,800 people, there's so many people in this room. It's crazy, all right? It could be a wedding, a family event, or more likely CC's event, all right? I want you guys to picture yourself in that room. There's people up on stage and there's, people just talking and there's so much noise in there, all right? And you're standing there and somebody across the room says your name. Even with all of that going on, they get your what? They get your attention. So if you can do this for somebody and make it personal, you get their attention. And I want to show you how to do that at scale, automatically for your client, using AI and the skills I'm about to give you in the next 5 minutes. If that sounds good, just give me a 1. If you guys are happy to learn this skill in the next 5 minutes, just give me a 1. All right, cool. Let me show you how we're going to do this.
Wait. Before you do, guys, how many of you guys send out emails for your clients? And it's just, hey, first name. That's pretty much the most personalization you get. And yeah, you might have a few little things, but it's not doing the full research that Walt's about to show you. Yep. So I know, I've been doing this since 2015. All of my automations before were, hey, Walt. That was the extent of the personalization. Everything else was the same. But now this stuff blows my mind. Back to you, Mr. Walt.
Yeah. So what we're about to show you guys is how to, at scale, automatically, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times a day, send researched and personal communication to your client's target market. Now, I just want to ask you guys, are they going to like you for that or not? Let me show you how this works. Because this is when AI started to get this smart, we started to go, oh, this is amazing. All right. So let me take you back a step. We said, who are we looking for? I want this type of customer. And we've got a list of them on the screen. I think these are realtors right now. I've got realtors on the screen. Okay. So here are real estate agents. You say, cool. I've got real estate agents. I've got their phone number of all the people that work there. I've got all these details about them. I've got all of that cool stuff. But I want to send them an email that gets their attention. All right. So I need to make it personal. So if I want to make my email personal, what do I need to know about them? Let me just make the answer to that easy. Everything. I want to know everything. If I'm going to make it personal enough, I need to know everything about them. Please, Mr. AI, can you make that easy for me? Sure. How about one button? So I want to know about what these guys do. I want to know everything I can about them. I click this button and I say to my AI, go and find that answer for me, baby. Go and do this for me. Go and research this company and find out more about them. So when I communicate with them, I get their attention. All right. So that we're not just getting lost in the noise. And guess what? Ta-da. All right. My kids come up to me sometimes and they've got Lego and it's just like blocks put together and they go, ta-da. I think we all need more ta-das in our life. Like, ta-da. So here's my ta-da. AI just researched this company for me. Exactly who they are, where they work, what they do, how long they've been in business, some of the key points about them. Okay. Now down here, I've trained my AI to say, how can my company be helpful to them? Just like put that into the mix as well. My AI's got that skill already. So now we have so much data and information about this company. So now with John Glitch Phoenix Real Estate, all right, I've got this information about them that AI was able to find. When I click the next button, which might be this one, and it says, hey, write me a contextual email from that research, write me an email that's really personal to them so that I can get their what? Their attention. I was really impressed seeing your written guarantees on the Glutch Group website, especially your Love Your House guarantee. All right, do they have that on the website? Yeah, it's there. It truly shows how much you care about making clients happy. I thought of a few areas where we could work together that could do this, this, and this, okay? The AI has contextually written that email. Now we say, cool, what's the most important part of the email? The subject line. So now I've got a contextual email, write me a contextual subject line about that as well, all right? Cool. So now I've got an ideal client, I've researched them, I've written a personalized easy, a personalized email. I've written a subject line for that client. And now when I send it to high level, check out what happens. So I go, these guys are a great client that I've done all my homework for them. And when I go like this, click, and I hit send over to my company, guess what happens? All of that data and that research goes over with it. So in your automations in high level, you're going to just put in, instead of writing the subject line, you're just going to insert it from a custom field. Insert subject line. I'll show you in a second if you want me to, right? Insert research, insert email, right? And what you end up with over in your high level is an email that can be sent to this client automatically that's contextual, personalized, and has all of the data and information, and it's instant. All right. So let me just do a quick refresh here. Who thinks that's easy, by the way? Guys, just type the word easy if you could find that client, because they can tell you, your clients know who they need, right? Who do you need? I need wealth companies. I need realtors. I need business, whoever it is, all the amazing niches that you guys told me, right? Could you type that into this, hit those 3 buttons, research, email, subject line, send, 4 buttons, sorry. All right, who thinks that easy? Just type the word easy if you think that would be easy. Okay, easy, 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 easy. Cool, awesome. I've done my job. Who wants me to make it easier? Who wants me to make it easier? Now, this is a test, right? I want you guys to type just one more time the letters AI if you want me to make it easier. Just type AI. If you want me, look at that, everybody wants me to make it easier. Okay, I can do that for you.
Hey, but
Let's do it.
by the way, bud, when you're ready, I've got the voice agent example loaded up. So you let
Nice. We'll show you how far AI can take this. What do I know about your clients and stuff in just a second. Cool, man, that's great. So you want me to make it easier? Let me show you how we make it easier. Now, this is the skill I want to give you guys on this call, right? So I'm changing my voice so I get your attention, and I need your eyes and your ears, your notepad and your pen for the next 90 seconds. All right? This is the skill I want to give you guys. 90 seconds. Here we go. I'm going to teach you how to build an AI agent in this program that does everything I just showed you and runs automatically 24 hours a day for your client. If you're ready, say I'm ready in the chat. If you're ready for me to show you, this is the skill. Say I'm ready. Everybody's ready. Let's go. Start the watch now. Here we go. We're going to teach an AI agent. So over on the left-hand side here, we go to our AI agent. First click. We come up and we say, write a new AI agent. Okay, I'm actually, go to my live program here. I'll do the same thing. Oh, I'm costing myself time. Walt, you're cutting it fine. It's okay, I got it. It's okay. It'll probably only take me 60 seconds anyway. It's all right. So we go, let's go. New AI agent. Give this a name. This is CC's agent. Okay? Spelling. Costing myself time. It's okay, I've got it. What do we want this agent to do? Well, we want this agent to find realtors in some place. So we do that search first. I just drag this on. Okay? So I want on my realtors list to, and I want this, how often do you want this to run? I want this to run every single day or every week. No, I'll go daily because I'm greedy. Okay, I want that every day. So who's with me? Count down those 90 seconds. Now, what kind of businesses do we want? We want realtors. Where do we want them? Dallas, okay, or insert company system city here. How many leads a day do we want? Yeah, 40's fine. Okay, cool, great. Now it'll tell me all of the regions in Dallas, and they'll say, that's too far to drive. Turn that one off, turn that one off. Actually, turn that one back on because it's the main city, but I'll turn that one off. Okay, cool, great. So now I've got my search. It'll find me realtors wherever I tell it to. Now I said I want to do some research. Cool, just drag it on. Choose the instruction, done. Now I want it to write that email. Cool, write my email for me. Which email? That email, thanks. Now I want it to write the subject line for me. Cool, drag it on. Which subject line? That one, thanks. And what was my last step? Oh yeah, that's right. Send it to high level. So what do? Come down here and we just go, send it to my high level. Which high level? That one. Done. And how often do you want it to run? Every day. Thanks. Save, publish, 90 seconds, out. Guys, if you could do that for your client and set up for them 4 or 5 different agents looking for different kinds of leads and new opportunities for them, how valuable did you just become? Now, of course, you're going to be monitoring the centralized inbox and you're going to be, making sure that the response, you're going to be doing all the stuff that comes with that. But you just did the most valuable thing that every business is looking for on the planet. And you set that up to run 24/7, researching for the client and doing all amazing things. Okay. Now, when you plug in AI using high level, and again, you can watch training videos on this and set this up, you can get the research that the AI did connected to the AI voice inside of high level. So when the client is speaking to them, the AI knows who it's speaking to. Whoa. Johan, do you want to show us that, man? That would be a pretty cool thing.
Let's do it. Guys, this is next level stuff. As I said at the start, we didn't come here to do death by PowerPoint. This is just the fun stuff. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Now we can.
Now you can. All right, ready? I'm gonna play.
I'm going to go back to this contact and let's just say, let's enroll into that workflow, and then I'll get a phone call.
Let's do it. So imagine, guys, somebody's just opted in on your site. The AI knows who they are. It's done all that research. And now Bernie's going to show you what the AI knows about him already before he says a word.
Hey, Bernard. This is Alex from White Label Suite. Thanks so much for taking the time to hop on a call with me today. I've been looking forward to connecting with you. I know you're doing some really innovative work over at Lead Indicator with AI and automation. I'd love to learn more about what you're working on and see if there might be some ways we could collaborate or support your goals. What's been top of mind for you lately?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could tell me a little bit about my job history.
I appreciate the test. So here's what I know about you. You've got a really solid background in strategy and operations. Before founding Lead Indicator, you were a senior consultant working on operations and corporate strategy at some heavy hitters, Gov Solutions Group, Guidehouse, and Grant Thornton LLP. That kind of experience definitely gives you a strong foundation for what you're building.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
Wow. How good is that? That is so freaking amazing. So now, guys, imagine this. Bernie, you're obviously the expert with the Assistable crew. But what I'm seeing here is a way that we can create an AI sales force that's not just a blank kind of generic interaction. Like imagine that we write this prompt to really touch the psychological triggers and to think about the pain points of that specific role and that person and how our companies can work together. Dude.
Right. It's crazy. It's honestly kind of creepy how good it's getting. But yeah, with this, you could make like almost like an automated prospecting tool and then have AI work those leads with full context.
How incredible.
There we go.
All right. So how was that possible? How was those, how did that phone, how did the AI know who was on the phone? Because we get all the details, we run it through the system. It's not magic, it's just data, right? Somebody said to me once, when AI is as good as it is, you can't separate it from magic. And like, I actually agree with that. It's like, maybe this, my little sign up here, you have magic in you, all right? Yeah, so guys, I would just love for like 2 seconds worth of feedback in the chat, just to make sure that I haven't bored you guys, all right? Just let me know if we can show you how to set this up for your clients. And again, we'll make sure that this is easy for you to be able to do and, you know, get paid commissions on that. Like you can earn commissions from it and all that kind of stuff. CC will earn commissions, everybody wins. So if we can show you how to do that, you're going to set this up for clients. You're going to teach them, you're going to run this for them. You're going to build this for you, for them. And we've got all the training docs to help you with that. Just give me a little bit of feedback. Who thinks this would be valuable to the client on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being there, wasted my time, Walt. 10 being, oh my God, you just changed my life. On a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable would this be for your clients? Just give me a bit of feedback there, guys. I'd love to hear. Let me see. 10, 11. I love it. Thanks. 10. Guys. Isn't this insane? Isn't this insane? Every single person that we've spoken to over the last 5 years, with probably like a handful of exceptions, has done this when we've shown them. Ready? See if I can get this right. Here's what they do. They go, whoa. All right. Johan, my business partner here, he does more sales calls than any other man alive. He's on sales calls at 5 a.m. He's on sales calls at midnight. And he sends me reaction videos from clients and they all do that same thing. They go like this. They go, whoa. Right? I remember this meme. Yeah, exactly. So guys, here's what I want you to be able to do. I want you to be able to think about this for your clients. Who are they looking for? Who would be helpful, right? Do we go down this path or this path? Why not both? Why not have different things going? Could we write personalized emails using AI context? 100%, get it set up and done. I'll show you some really cool stuff. Because I know we've got a little bit of time, right, team? I think we've got a little bit of time. I just want to kind of
we got time.
We got time. All right, cool. So I did a YouTube video this morning, which I expect none of you to have seen, by the way, which is fine. It's okay. I did a YouTube video this morning and I talked about the fact that software, as we know it, is different today than it ever has been because it can be changed depending on what the client needs using AI. And I want to give you this as an example. So we just showed you, kind of research this person, find out about them, and write them an email, right? So I'll tell you 2 stories. One of our clients is a business coach, and they're actually really successful, like super, super, super successful. Working with this person costs $25,000 minimum to get in the door. She doesn't need thousands of clients. She chooses very specifically who she works with. So when we showed her this program, after she went, whoa, right, after that bit, she said to me, yeah, but I don't want to waste my time. And I went, interesting. Tell me what you mean. And she said, it's really important to me that the people I work with meet kind of certain number of criterias. I said, okay. And if they meet those criterias, they are a good fit. She said, yeah, sure, so long as, personalities and all that sort of stuff. Okay, cool. So I said, if I can just get for you 100 CEOs in the city that you work with, that would actually be wasting your time. And she said, yeah, that's right. And I said, but if I could run this kind of filter across the top of the categorizing that you're after, and I could turn out the results of that and get you in touch with only the people that met the criteria, then I wouldn't be wasting your time. I'd be what? And she said, changing my life. And I went, I like that. So let's see if we can make this software a little bit smarter by teaching the software some new skills. Here's how we did it, right? So this is my epiphany as a software builder over the last couple of years, is that AI now allows the software to flex when it needs to and change and do something different for one client than it does for the next. So that particular business coach, we said, if we can find your CEOs, whatever, we'd actually be what? She said, wasting my time. But if we could categorize them and really do a kind of an in-depth look with a very specific framework, then I wouldn't be wasting her time. I'd be what? Changing her life. So we just taught the AI system a new skill. And I want to show you. So let me see if I can find this and do it properly for you. So I'll grab just any one of these. Let's go with this list. This is a list of authors. Okay, so this was in a demo that I did. Find me all the authors on LinkedIn. Okay, here we go. Now, a list of people for my business coach client is wasting her time. But if I can research them with this framework, turn out the results, changing her life. Here's what we did. We went over to not our agent, but we went over to our AI assistant and we taught it a new skill. Okay, we taught it a new skill. And I'll show you how hard it is to teach your AI agent a new skill. So we've got a list of authors here. I'm going to teach my AI agent a new skill. Guess what? 90 seconds. Let's give it a shot. So here's how we teach the AI a new skill. We come up here and we go create new, and we say author review or something like that. Okay. And I'm going to make this a custom skill for my people that I'm researching. Okay. And here's how I teach my agent a new skill. I literally just tell it what I want. This is what I'm going to do. Research this person listed below. They are actually an author. Find for me the book that they've written on Amazon and reply back with the Amazon URL. Also, tell me how many reviews that book has got and reply with the information on the book, the URL, and how many reviews they've got. That's how I teach my AI agent a new skill. I just did it, right? So now I need to tell them who they're looking at, and that's easy. I just come down here and say, here's my person, all right? And I just drop in a little variable here that says person. So again, we'll teach you how to do all this, okay? LinkedIn URL, actually that's their LinkedIn, so let me do that. LinkedIn, and here's the person. It's their name, person's name, okay. So I just taught my AI agent a new skill, done. Let's go and see it work. Let's go and see it work. So now I go back over to my list and I find my authors, okay, that I looked for before. Here they all are, where are they? Authors, here we go. And now I get my AI agent to run my new skill like this. Click, authors, done. Stand back. Now remember, we can put that into the linked thing and get the answers for it automatically 50 times a day. Here's how long it took. Here's the book. Here's the Amazon URL and how many reviews they've got. Now, my software didn't have that skill 6 minutes ago, but now it does. So what we did for our client, who's the business coach, guys, this is how much I love AI. AI, hey Google, switch on the neon sign. Don't let me down. Go. It's letting me down. Oh my God. The first time it's failed me.
Sorry, it looks like that device hasn't been set up.
Oh my God, it let me down. I've got all my lights on voice control, so I just noticed that it turned off. Hey Google, switch on the neon sign. There we go. Hey, finally. Okay, there we go. All right, so for my business coach, she said, I need to look at these people with a very specific framework. So we taught the AI the skill. We just gave it the framework.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Here we go. So I'm going to grab another search. I won't do the authors one. I'll come down and pick, I don't know, this CEOs list. I did a search for CEOs. Here we go. And now we run my client's very specific framework, okay? So I'll come in here and it is my business coach's summary. That's the skill I taught my AI. And I want you to see, it's not just research this person, but it's research with a really specific framework, like I did with the authors. Find me their book. Tell me how many reviews they've got. Done. Do it for me 50 times a day. Done. If they've got less than one review, put a tag in high level and send them a different email. Done. Easy. Here's her framework: skills and analysis, skills, endorsements and expertise, engagement and thought leadership, personal branding and mindset, company analysis, business priorities and challenges, leadership and decision making. This was the framework that she needed. Don't waste my time. Make it more valuable. Done. What about another client who we worked with just last week who said to us, yeah, but when I start working with a client, they're a big finance brokering company over in New York. When I start working with a client, I need to do a bit of a financial analysis on them. And we said, really? What if we gave our AI that skill set? And we said, okay, hey, look, let's go and do a financial analysis. So we taught our skill. Again, we just went into our AI assistant, and here's the skill we gave. You saw me just voice it out a few moments ago. One of the things we like to do is a financial analysis on a particular client. We want to understand their credit risk and their financial health, look at the public information. Things like investments or publicly listed financial records are important, as well as this, this, and this. Please research them, come back with this information. That's how hard it is to teach the AI a new skill. So when we showed this to the client, the big finance brokerage company, they went, where did they go? They went, whoa. It was pretty cool. All right. So how do you teach your AI? Go for it.
I was going to say, what happens if I have an existing list? What can I do with my AI system?
You're getting ahead of me. All right. So I've got all of these. I don't know who they are, but these are real estate agent companies. Okay. And I say, I need that financial analysis. So before I reach out to them, I need to know as much as I can about them. So go AI and do your thing. And we can do a financial analysis. We've done construction property analysis. We've done site valuations. We've done so many things just by teaching the AI. Now here's what's really, really cool, guys. The product you get for your client can be flexed just like that to show you anything that need. Here it is. They're a privately held management company. They do this, this, and this. They're associated entity, have a history of spending of 30 years, 20 years experience, estimated revenue up to 10 million employees. Guys, are we good? My software off the shelf couldn't do that. But because I told the AI, now it can. And it can do it for your client 20 times a day, 50 times a day. Guys, are we good? So good. I love that meme. Whoever, Kirk, thank you for dropping that in. All right. Let me just come face to face because I feel like I've been preaching for too long. Are you guys good? Are we making some sense here? Do you think this would be valuable for your client? Richard, thumbs up. Sid gives me a heart. Appreciate you guys. Right. Michelle, great question. How do we know that it's not hallucinating, that it's not making stuff up? Tell it not to. So I'm being silly, but I'm actually being serious. Tell it to only return back verifiable information and cite the source. Done. Right. So absolutely amazing. Again, I just want to ask a really straight question. Give me a yes or a no. Do you think what I've shown you so far will have value for your clients? Give me a yes or no. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. That's what our testimonials all tell us. Okay. Kirk says, is there anything it can't do? Yeah, man. That's why my development list is 10 miles long. We got lots of stuff that we got planned for this puppy. It's really, really cool. Yeah, guys. So again, my goal here, Johan and I, again, thank you so much to the team and the invitation from CC. We wanted to give you something really valuable to take back to your client. So we want you to be able to say, hey, boss, I saw something really cool. I watched this presentation. This guy showed how we could find more construction companies in Phoenix, more realtors in Dallas, more law firms, more wealth brokers, I saw how we could do it. I saw how we could train the AI, and I'm pretty sure that I can set up high level to automatically communicate with them and do all that kind of cool stuff. Boss, can I send you a 5-minute video? We'll give you a 5-minute video and you can just send it to the boss and say, what do you think? And if the boss wants to get started, we'll look after you guys. We'll make sure that there's money in your pocket for that. All right. So, Johan, I feel like I've just been talking nonstop.
I think everybody's enjoying it. It's all good.
Yes.
I haven't had any complaints as yet.
Yet the night is young. We still have time, people. We still have time. Cool. So there's some really cool stuff that we can do there. I'd love to answer any questions. Does AI enrich the leads to AIXUp enrich the leads? Yes, 100%. So you can, as Johan asked, and that's a great question. Thank you so much. You can set this up to do it in reverse and enrich the leads that already come into the high level business. Right. So this is how it works. Okay. Have we got a little whiteboard here? I do. Cool. You guys are in for a treat. You're about to be experiencing the world's worst whiteboard presentation system. Okay. So here's how it works. Somebody's drawing. Johan's drawing. Don't draw. All right. So
No,
here's how.
that's not me. It's not me.
That's not you. Okay, cool. I'll let you off this time. I'll let you off. All right. So here's what happens. A lead comes in through an opt-in form in high level. right? Now, have you guys set up forms in high level and like name, email, phone number, and you see the contacts go into the contacts list? Give me a 1 if you've set up a form. Give me a 2 if you haven't done that yet. So this is the reverse. Oh, look, I get balloons. Give me a 1 if you've done it. Give me a 2 if you haven't yet. Okay, cool. Bit of a mix. 1, 1, 1. Okay, cool. So forms in high level are probably the #1 way of leads getting into a database. Okay, you go onto the thing, download my free PDF. Somebody gives you their name and email address, and we send them an email to follow up, or they register for your free membership program, whatever. They've opted in. That's this step 1. Okay, and then we send it using a webhook. Whoever did that, thank you. I appreciate that. It was very close to what I was going to do. We send it to the AIX program that I just showed you guys. All right, AIXUp.ai. We send that lead using a webhook in an automation. And again, if you'd like me to show you, don't know how technical we want to get today, but just send it across on a webhook. And then we tell the AI what we want to do when it gets that data. I want their name. I want their email. I want the company they work for. I want how many employees they've got. I want all their social media accounts. I want that summary, that deep dive research done. I want to find their competitors. I want to find the founder. I want to find their financial details. I want to find A, B, C, D, E. And then I want you to take all of that information and send it back to high level. Spelling, Australians can't do it. Enriched. Okay? That's working leads in reverse. So instead of going and finding them and doing all the work and then sending them over to high level, we do it in reverse. If you're already getting people opt into your Facebook ads, or they're jumping into your membership program, whatever it is, wherever they're coming from, you can send it to the AIXUp program, get all of that stuff done, and then send it back. And here's how quick it can work. Johan, have you got that other 2-minute video from an opt-in where we show somebody opting in to get a free coupon or something like that?
Yeah, let me find it.
Okay. Cool. I'll come back to here and then I'll stop share. So you're about to see how quickly it can work, right? So all of that research, summary, details, content, context, information, somebody can come in. I've got it if you're struggling. Somebody can come in and get that enriched data fast enough that on a chat bot, it knows who it's talking to, right? So somebody just opted in from a Facebook ad and now the chat bot knows all about them, right?
I got it.
You got it, or you want me to grab it?
Can you grab it? Thanks, man.
Yep. Can do. Give me a sec. All right. Can do. Here we go. 2 minutes. 60 seconds, 2 minutes. There we go. All right. Let me share this video with you. This is how quick it can work. And what I'm about to show you is somebody who just opted in to get a coupon. Have you ever seen that on a site where it's like, put your name and email in and I'll give you a coupon for $50 off, right? So that's what you're about to see. Share sound, optimize for video, choose the video. Wait, where's the video? There we go. There's the video. All right. Tell me when you can see it.
Yes, we can.
Woohoo! All right. So they've just opted in to get their coupon. And we sent it to AIXUp. We did all this stuff. Watch what happens next. Yes, I want my free coupon. Let's go. And it's going to send it via SMS. All right. So Jody has just opted in. She's just come to our site, or she's answered a Facebook ad, or she's done something like that. She's in our system and the AI knows about her. So let's go and check my phone. I'm just going to connect to my phone here and make sure we get the messaging here. All right, so here's our message to Jody. Thanks for registering. Here's your coupon. Now, I want to prove that the bot, AI, knows who it's talking to. So I'm just going to kind of skip to a thread back and forth. I'm just going to straight ask, what do you know about me already? So let's ask, what do you know about me? And let's see if the AI now has that information. And boom, you're associated with Jody Michael and Associates, a firm known for its comprehensive approach to professional coaching, including, I mean, how incredible is that? So again, no client's going to ask, how do you know about me? But what they might ask is something like this. How can your system help me specifically? Now, because the AI knows, watch what happens now. Can be particularly beneficial in a number of ways. And boom, check out the incredible information that it's been able to create because it knows who it's talking to. I'll just do one more because I love this. What kind of leads should I look for? Here we go. The AI knows who it's talking to. Jody came to our website from any place, and the AI knows who it's dealing with. How incredible is it for your system to be able to have contact-aware conversations? When it knows who it's talking to from that first contact, the AI can do so much better job at qualifying, at making sure that it's answering the questions in context to help you make sales. Boom. So, guys, just give me some feedback. Just type the word cool, if that's pretty cool. Just type the word cool. If you think that that would be cool for your clients. Cool. Pretty cool. Thanks, Mary Grace. I'll take the heart as well. All right. All right, guys. So this is what we have specialized in for the last 5 years. We've just gone through a rebrand. A company you might know us, we were called White Label Suite, but we've rebranded as AIXUp because we believe that the AI powers up the humans. And that's what we want to be known for. So AIXUp now exists for you to help your clients to become the most valuable member on staff by opening new opportunities for them, setting all of this AI up in the background, and helping them to win. All right, that's what this is for, guys. I'd love to get some feedback, some questions, Q&A, anything that you'd like me to cover. Happy to do so.
I'd love to spend another 5-10 minutes, go through the other searches. I'd love to go on the local search and show them the map and how they can expand that.
Yep.
That would be cool. Do you mind doing that, please?
Of course.
And then we've got a lot of e-com questions as well. So intent search, I'd love to just explore that quickly.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, great point. We've really focused in on this AI agent piece because I think that changes the world, right? You know, if you've got the ability to automate all of that search and stuff, you know, that's really where the power is. So we've really focused on that at this point. But to your request, Mr. Johan, what if we could show a few other different ways as well? So there's different ways of our search here. Johan mentioned the local search. So we did a search just a little while ago. We looked for company X in a particular location. We're looking for realtors, or we're looking for wealth companies or something like that. And this is very map based. So I'll just pull that back up. 13 minutes ago, we ran this search and we had our map here. Okay, we'll let that populate. There we go. We're in Dallas. Here's all our realtors. Now, as Johan said, we can work this very, very locally for your client. So we can say, okay, cool. Well, I can see lots of results right here in Dallas, but I actually want to work over here in this suburb or this city called Fort Worth. Okay, cool. So I'll just literally drag this over to here, drop it off. You see it updates over there. Click on go. And now we can get, you'll see all the red dots. Now all focus here on Fort Worth. So it can be really local. You can get so detailed. Okay, you can go right in, or you can go super, super broad with kind of the company search. So you can really dive into those details. And of course, as soon as you've got that information, AI is going to work in the background. It's populating all that data, employee counts, social media, email addresses, phone numbers for the contacts. All of that kind of detail is there. If you click on them, you'll see things like their website. You can see if they're running WordPress or they've got pixels installed. You've got all the contact information of the people that are working there. You've got different social media stuff. You know, all of that kind of good stuff is all there. So our local search really does fine tune that map environment really well. The company search is very similar, but instead of kind of filtering by location, it allows you to filter by things like revenue and employee count. So I might say, so find me all the real estate agents, but instead of just focusing on Dallas, I want you to focus on the entire continental United States, but I really want to make sure that I'm talking to companies that are doing 50 million and above with 20 employees. So it runs the same search for companies, but it'll find the details there. So we've talked about those ones. The people search is what we did before. So we said, okay, we're looking for authors, was that example? Or I'm looking for property investing CEOs. So I'm looking for people with a particular interest in a particular location that are a certain skill level. So there must be the CEO in the marketing department. They must have been working there for 10 years plus. So you can really fine tune the people that you look for. The other search there that we haven't touched on yet tonight is what we call the domain search. And this is where you can find people that work at a company. So we could come in here and say, all right, let's jump in and find everybody that works at gohighlevel.com. Okay, and let me just create a little research list here, call it GHL. All right, go. And we'll start to bring in everybody that works at any particular company. So it could be Tesla or Amazon or wherever it is. Okay, find all the people that work at a particular company. All right. So
you don't want to give out those emails.
Yeah. So just showing that you can find those. So our domain search works with finding one business at a time. I want to work with that company over the road. Cool. Pop the website in here. Let's get the details going for you. The influencer search really is the biggest lever you can pull. And I'm just going to stop my share here. Right. So I just want to tell a quick story. This particular program that we've just shown you helps sales, anybody that sells stuff, any business that needs customers, right? So we really focus our marketing efforts on attracting sales people. So I want to give you guys a strategy. Think about who your client needs and then go up one level when you think about the influencer search. So let me give you the example. For us, we want to find salespeople, right? So we go up a level. Who do salespeople listen to? They listen to sales trainers, right? So my audience, the people I'm trying to attract, who influences them? Go up. So we reached out to sales trainers. We did our little search, I'll show you in just a minute. And we found some sales trainers. And one of the sales trainers that we found in our software was a guy named Mike Putnam. And Mike is a very influential sales trainer. He's one of the top real estate sales trainers in the world. 2.5 million followers on Instagram alone. So what we did was reached out to Mike and said, hey, Mike, you're amazing. Not, hey, Mike, do you want to buy my software? Right? That's a bit slimy. We reached out and we said, hey, Mike, you're amazing. Can I interview you on the podcast that we have, which is called Influencer Empires? Right? And Mike said, yeah, sure, it'd be great. Love to. Which is a great strategy, by the way. So got Mike on, lovely guy. Spent about 45 minutes with Mike. Now here's the selfish part for me. I got to spend 45 minutes one-on-one with one of the best sales trainers in the world. Awesome. Loved it. It was great. After we got off the call, I did something that I always do, and I went onto Amazon and I shipped Mike a little basket and I said, thanks, Mike. Just a gift basket to say thank you, right? For being such an awesome guest on the podcast. He got the gift basket, that was great. And then when Mike's episode went live, which was a couple of weeks down the track, my team did all of the work. They were amazing. We sent him graphics and little video clips and thank you message and sent it all to him. Hey, Mike, here's your episode. And Mike on his Instagram channel said, had a great time with Walt on the Influencer Empires podcast and included the link on his post. And we got 8,500 engagements on that post in the first 60 minutes. Oh my God. How much would it cost your client to get 8,500 eyeballs, attention spots of your ideal client? It cost me a gift basket from Amazon, right? Because we use the influencer search. So how do we use the influencer search? Let me come over and show you this one. So our influencer search, the fifth tile that we can see here. Our influencer search allows you to search Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, okay? And allows you to search for some of the biggest platforms on the planet to find people who have reach, all right? So if we're doing that example where I just said about Mike, or it could do anything, it'd be real estate investing or wealth creation. Somebody said you had a wealth client there as well. So let's do wealth creation as our topic. All right. So I could look on any platform. I can also say, find me people whose audience are a particular size. So I've got all these filters again. I can really tailor my search, but I'm just going to click on go just to get this going. Let's put them into a list. We'll create a new list here called wealth influencers. Okay, go. So let's create a little search for wealth influencers. And again, for whoever it was that had a wealth client, what if you could get them in touch with Luck, who has 767,000 followers, or Cavell or Dan, who has 434,000 followers? What if this guy shouted you out? Would that make a difference in your world? Well, we want to do a little bit of research on these people. So this is where AIXUp really comes into play, is finding all of that information in the background. So it's like, cool, like these guys look like really, good people. Let's go and see. Luck, I don't know what they talk about. Crypto in this particular one. Bitcoin, crypto, wealth mastery, okay? So I can see, exactly who they are. So now I want AI to just kind of dive deep into these guys and who they are, what they do, before I recommend them to be on my podcast. Or, if I want to reach somebody's audience, I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, Getting it wrong when you're sending an email costs you one email. Getting it wrong when you're sending to 750,000 people on an influencer channel, it hurts. So you want to get it right. So you can come in here and you can see all kinds of insights about these influencers. So this particular person looks like they buy a lot of their followers. Interesting. So I can see where they come from. I can see their audience, their interests. Let's see if I can find somebody with a little bit less. There we go. Let's go dive into somebody else. Okay, cool. There we go. That's pretty standard, by the way. Most influencer Instagram accounts have about 30%. They have bot followers and people that follow 1,000 different accounts but never post, that would consider a fake follower. But this person has 440,000 followers, okay? Gets an average of 165 comments on every post, nearly 1,000 likes, and talks about these kind of hashtags. This is his post history. This is his audience breakup. This is who follows him. Some pretty successful people coming up that follow this guy. So if I do a great job with this guy, guess who sees it? These people. Guess how many people they can reach? A lot, right? So influencers really give you an incredible lever that you can pull for your clients. And again, you can get AI to do absolutely anything. So if I've got my influencer there and I knocked out this guy, but I really want to get to know this guy, all right, I can jump in here and do a podcast. Remember, I taught my AI the skill by just telling it what I wanted it to do. I told it to look at this person and look at them as a potential podcast guest and write me some information based on a podcast. We're reaching out as a guest on our podcast. Your influence, particularly your focus on the millionaire mindset and rich guy math, deeply resonates with our audience. Okay, so it researched the guy with my instructions to increase my my reach there. Okay, now the last tile I'll show you guys And again, Johan, steer me back on track if I'm off, dude.
Yeah. So this is the e-commerce one. This is the most
Right.
fun and 2 seconds to set up.
So this is brand new. As of the time of this recording, live call, sorry, it's the 28th of January, 2026. When you're watching this, it'll probably be live in the program. As of right now, it's a day away. So this is on my staging, my test server. This is an amazing piece of tech. Now, again, let me just come face to face and ask a very simple question. Guys, I want to do that 1-2 thing again, yeah? So give me a 1 if you have ever installed a Facebook Pixel or a tracking code, a Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics. Give me a 1 if you've ever installed one. Give me a 2 if you've not ever done it yet. Give me a 1 and a 2. Give me a bit of a mix here. What do we got? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, cool. Bit of a mix. 1s and 2s. All right. It's literally copy and paste. I'm going to show you how it works. So this intent search, you literally just copy a little thing that I'm about to show you on the screen. Like you set it up, click copy, and click paste, and it's done. That's how hard it is. Okay, so I'm going to show you. We go, okay, I'm going to set this up right now. We'll say, okay, I'll do this on Amazon, even though I won't put it on Amazon because I don't own Amazon. If I did, I'd probably be on my yacht. So Amazon, right? Now we say, okay, what's my website? It's Amazon.com, of course. So we type that out. Come on, keyboard. Don't die on me now. My keyboard's dying on me. There, it worked. Okay, cool. Amazon.
By the way, you're not sharing screen.
Oh, that's great. So my little stuff up there with my keyboard not working wasn't shared with the world. That's awesome. I love that. All right, so I'm now sharing my screen.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yes, I am. So this is our intent search. I'm going to put this on Amazon.com. All right. I'm happy with 1,000 leads a day. All right. So I can tell it how many I'm willing to go out and get. Once tag Amazon. There we go. So once I just give it, tell it which website I'm putting it on, it gives me what's called a pixel code, which will pop up in just a second. And this pixel code looks like this. Ta-da! And literally all I need to do is copy and paste, and I'll show you how to do it. So even a button here says copy, come across into high level, come across into your sites, funnels, sites, etc. Grab any of your funnels or sites and just go to settings, come down to where it says tracking code, and just paste. That's it. Copy and paste. Done. Click save, funnel's ready. Okay. And now let me show you what happens. When you put this code on a site, I'm going to show you one that I've already got set up. When you put this code on a website for your client, when somebody comes and visits that site 100% compliantly, and you can see that I've blanked this out for privacy here, but I've got their phone number, I've got their email address, and I've got their first and last name. And I can immediately research that person, connect it up with high level, and send them a follow-up message. Wait, hang on a second. So you're telling me that if I just copy and paste that onto the site, when somebody visits the site, they don't have to opt in, and I'll get their name, their email address, their phone number where it's available, and I can follow them up. Oh my God. Can you imagine what that would do to the income of your client? If they've got 20, 30, 100, 200, 500 visitors a day, no matter how good your copywriting is, only a percentage of those people will buy something or opt in or put their name in or whatever. What if you could get the rest of them as well? Now, we don't get 100%. There's always some that get missed, or people have got private browsers or whatever, different things. But if you can capture the website visitors' details, if you've got an e-com site, somebody runs a gym, or they sell, I don't know, books and flowers, whatever it is. If you've got a site where people are coming and you can get their contact details, are you not the most valuable employee that your client's ever had? Okay, you're putting it straight into high level, you're putting it straight into follow-up campaigns, all right? And you're actually engaging with people that have just come to the site and they've clicked on an ad, all right? Instead of just going about their day, you've now got them in the database. You can follow them up. You can research them and send them something personal and unique. And you can do it all automatically using the AIXUp program. Pretty cool. 100% compliant, yeah. So Johan's just said, who wants a free trial account? Guys, you have to work for it. You have to say me, or yes, or I want it, or something like that. Me. There you go.